Hey guys, I'm doing this intro after I completed the video because this is a Thrifty Thursday haul. Hashtag Thrifty Thursday was started by Sheree Brown at Turquoise Dreaming. And I love seeing everybody's Thrifty Thursday hauls. It's so fun to see what everybody gets, you know, from different parts of the world, different parts of the US, what they have access to and what they find. It's always fun. So I'm going to put Sheree's channel down in the description. I'm going to link her. And you can check out all the other Thrifty Thursday hauls by following the hashtag Thrifty Thursday. And if you want to participate, head over to Sheree's channel and she'll explain, you know, she wants you to put the hashtag on your video and link her channel and mention it in your Thrifty Thursday video. So yeah, so let's get back to the beginning of the video. Hey guys, it's Sarah from New England Junk Journals, and I wanted to come on and do my first Thrifty Thursday on YouTube. I've been saving a bunch of my finds from this past fall. I have a local transfer station that has like a swap room, like they call it the treasure chest, where you can go in and people can bring, you know, their used things that are still of value to maybe somebody. And then you can go in on certain days of the week and browse and take things away. So a lot of the items that I got today are from that transfer station swap shop. Also, a couple of these are from yard sales. And these here, these trims, are from my local thrift store, which is awesome. I went in there and found these. They never have anything like that. So I got really lucky. There is an absolute ton of this green trim with this pink and blue. I love this so much. So I got this whole bunch here for $4. And this one as well was $4. This pink with the blue and green. So pretty. It'd be really great in either, I want to do like a medieval journal, junk journal. I don't have all the pieces that I want to go in it, but I thought these would be really great to go in there. It'd also be great in a boho journal, something like that. So most of what I have on the side here, to the side here, are books. But before that, I just wanted to share some of these other interesting things. These are from that treasure chest. They are a, whoops. Oh my goodness, okay. This is a Old Maid deck. So Opera Annie, Dr. Dogood, Officer O'Brien, Leonard Lawyer. So just some really interesting vintage cards. Old Maid cards. They didn't even come in a package. They were just held together with a rubber band. But I got those. I also got this box, and it is, oh, what is this? Yeah. These are just money bands, just paper money bands. A whole bunch of them there. And then some old coin rolls. I thought those would be fun to play with. Maybe make some short belly bands with them or glue them down for like very narrow little pockets. Thought that would be cute. Some little rent checks, rent or money receipts. So cute. You know, and they come apart from the stub. So use them in two places. I don't know, something fun to play with anyway. love playing with paper. And they were free, so it worked. All these wallpaper borders came from a yard sale. And look at that lemon yellow. I love that color. It's like very bright, very fun. Be really cool in a summer journal or a lemon themed journal. This one is a kitchen border of, you know, vegetables, garden produce on this dark green. I have a couple like garden junk journals that I want to make. I was going to make them this summer and just got caught up with a bunch of stuff, had a bunch of projects pop into my mind and never, ooh, that came right off. Never got a chance to make them. So I can make them over the winter for spring, or I can make them next summer. Oh, look how cute that is. That's adorable. Has a very like eggplant colored border on the top and the bottom with those greens. This feels very vintagey to me. It reminds me of my grandmother. So that's cute. And then this last one, this guy, is just plums and pears. And I don't know if you can tell. Let me bring it closer. Yeah, there you go. That crackle has like gold coming through. The crackles are in gold. So I don't know, maybe if I do a blue journal, a blue themed journal, or I'll find a use for it. I love when they have gold accents, whether it's wallpaper or anything else. All right, the rest of these things are going to be more books and paper related. So let's see, in no particular order. I picked up, this was also from the treasure chest, this day planner with little animals. And if I don't use it for anything else, I'll probably give it to my kids. Only because they love this kind of stuff. They have a couple junk journals of their own that they kind of memory keep in, or they kind of have it more like a glue book, just keeping bits and pieces of fun things that they like. So that's adorable. This was also from the treasure chest, and it's quick dishes for the woman in a hurry. And it must have been at a yard sale before it ended up at the treasure chest. But it's got these awesome monochromatic pictures in here. Those poor mice trying to get the cheese. So I'll either take this book apart in signatures and use it as some base pages for a cookbook journal, or I will just fussy cut these awesome images here and put them on tags and use them as embellishments in a cookbook journal. They also had all of this manuscript paper, which, you know, you can even get this at the Dollar Tree. But this was just there, so I just picked it up. I always like putting this kind of things in my junk journal. They had Better Homes and Gardens Cooking with Cheese, which I have a couple of these that I picked up from there. And they're so vintage looking. And can you see the vignetting on this page is so pretty. You know, it's got that great edge. And cheese. I mean, I don't know if there's a person out there that likes cheese as much as I like cheese. But all these awesome retro pictures of cheese. So the bigger pages can be used as pockets. The recipes can be cut out and put on tags or on journaling cards. So yeah, lots of great stuff in this one. Let's see, do I have any other cooking things? Yes, I do. One more. This. I got this recently at my local library book sale. And guys, just look inside this. This is Margaret Redkin, who started the Pepperidge Farm Company. And this book, the illustrations in this book are so cute and well illustrated. They have all kinds of little illustrations in the margins of this book. And the chapter headers, if I can get to one. Sorry, I might just speed this up. I don't know how well my editing skills are going to be. All right, like that. A full, beautiful page illustration at each chapter header. This is just gorgeously illustrated. And I always get this was, I literally got it in a bag that cost $1 for the whole bag of books. So I did not pay, I paid pennies for this thing. But I always get these and look through them and have the hardest time cutting them up because they are such little pieces of art in and of themselves. But we'll see. But I love all the illustrations in that. I also got from the treasure chest a bunch of just little specialty books. I don't know what you call them. This one is just gorgeous. It's called John Seymour's Gardener's Delight with illustrations by Peter Morter. And let's get in here. I'm definitely not the best person to be checking for copyrights. That takes too long. But this was first published in the United States in 1979. But Library of Congress catalog in publication data, John Seymour, 1914, Gardener's Delight. So I guess it was based on an earlier work from 1914. But these beautiful illustrations of vegetables are just so cute. I can see these as like little tags. So pretty. Just very well illustrated, and it's the whole book full of these herbs and vegetables. And this one I got because I want to make, I've already made, but I want to make another Mother's Day junk journal, which I have the digital kit that I want to use, but I always love adding things. So they've got like little stories in here. And then on the bottom, like little scriptures on the bottom of like all of the pages, it looks like. There's like a little poem by William Blake. So it's got poetry, it's got scriptures, it's got little stories, quotes. So I'll be able to, I won't use it as it is, but I will be able to use it to build some cute ephemera. You know, mostly taking the quotes and scriptures and things and adding them to maybe some pictures of mother and child. So yeah, love that. This one I just picked up. I didn't even look in it. I saw it as I was headed out the door and I just grabbed it. That's what the front cover looks like. And it's just full of this beautiful Victorian ephemera pictures, you know, like little collages in and of themselves of these beautiful things. Little, like, that looks like it was maybe a Victorian scrap in the middle of all of that. And so again, it's got like little quotes, pictures that are just darling. These could be cut out as like little postage stamps maybe. They're just tiny little things. So I want to make a romantic junk journal with all these like Victorian romance things. So I thought that would be really good for that. And again, there's a lot of good stuff in here, guys. I know the angle of this camera is kind of weird. Can't get everything in, but yeah. And then I picked this up because it looked old. Sometimes that's just, if it looks old, just grab it. This is just kind of like a speller. So you've just got like spelling lists in here. Must have been like a spelling guide. And again, I'm gonna ask about copyright. It's 1935 by Elizabeth Cahill. And yeah, it's just like a pocket guide for spelling. And this one's broken up by syllable, you know. Good for collages or some interesting project. Leo the Lop. I got this one. It was wicked cute. I got this mainly because, oh, and I didn't bring it down to show you guys. That was the most amazing thing that I got. And I'll pause this at the end and I will bring it down and videotape it. I'll put it all together. Okay, but I went to my local transfer station swap shop, and the woman there was asking me what I do with the items that I get, because she's noticed me there from week to week. And I told her about junk journaling and what I do, and she she asked me, could you use, like, do you ever use like a binder, like a book binder, like a bind it all? And I'm like, yeah, I haven't made that investment yet. Those are kind of expensive. You know, you're not going to get one for less than $80 or $90, even if it's on sale. So she's like, but I have one and I don't use it. Would you use it in your junk journals? And I was like, yeah. So she, the next week, she brought it with her to give to me, and it is a almost brand new cinch that she's only used a few times. And yes, so I'll bring that down to show. That was the biggest, most wonderful find I've ever found there. But I got this because I thought I could take the spine off, because it's just a little paperback, and use the bind it all to turn this into a little woodland junk journal. I thought that would be really cool. So I got this after I found that out. I also picked up this Lady and the Tramp storybook, intending to do the same thing. Just take a little bit off the edge here and bind it with the cinch. They also had Sleeping Beauty and Pinocchio. So we'll see. And if I think that the covers aren't strong enough, I may just cover this with some good cardstock, just on the inside. You know, something that matches nicely to firm up the cover. Make sure that it's nice and strong. And they always have these from time to time, and I always pick it up when I see it. And these are the analysis pads, these little ledger books. And I usually tea stain or coffee stain these before I put them in my journals. I got this. This is not for junk journaling. This is because I'm a huge fan of Agatha Christie. I read almost all of her mystery books, I'm gonna say. There's probably a handful I haven't, but I've read most of them. The Bedside, Bathtub, and Armchair Companion to Agatha Christie. And this is amazing. It goes through every story and just gives you all kinds of background information. And I just love this. This is just for me. I found this. This is a Dover Pictorial Archive book. And what's awesome about these is the pictures in here are in the public domain. Okay, so these pictures and illustrations are all reproducible. You can't, oh, okay, I already dug into that one. As you can see, I'm gonna make a cleaner cut of it next time. But yeah, as long as you only use, I believe, 5 images from this book in each project, look at all that. These are fully reproducible images that you can scan and print. So I love that. And there's a ton in here. And it's all to do with food and drink. So for my cookbook journals. This one I also got from that book library book sale, The Young Craftsman. Look inside, guys. This is, let's see, copyright 1943. And inside here are all these awesome advertisements for things that can be made, right? This is for like the, what does it say? The Young Craftsman. So these are all things that you can, I don't know if you send away for them, but it like tells you all the different projects you can do. I feel like this is more of like a catalog and an idea book. But I love these illustrations. Really cool, really vintage. Yeah, pretty awesome. This book is 400 writing prompts. They're just things like, let me see if they're, outline a mission statement for your life. Do you think dinosaurs and humans could coexist today? What would make that possible or impossible? I thought these were really cool, just kind of off the wall type things to make you think. And I don't know, I thought either I could use them with my kids to kind of get some ideas flowing to help them come up with things to write, because my kids really struggle, well, one in particular really struggles with putting her thoughts down on paper or finding things, ideas to write, to do her creative writing. But the other thing I thought of was cutting them out, cutting these little strips out to include in some junk journals as just some fun writing prompts for that. The Oxford Dictionary of Modern Quotations. Again, really cool for snipping up and putting in junk journals. Let's see, they've got quotes from all different kinds of people here throughout history. Obviously not all of them are going to be interesting or appropriate for journals, but I thought I could probably manage to get some out of here that would be interesting. I was really excited when I saw this at the transfer station, an Ideals magazine, and Thanksgiving, which is really cool. I want to make some fall journals. Yes, it's November, and I still have not made my fall journals, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I love fall so much. I will probably be making them well into December, just because that's my favorite. Thanksgiving is absolutely my favorite. Fall journals are my favorite. So yeah. Beautiful pictures. Almost done here, guys. I got this from the transfer station too. What people wore, a visual history of dress from ancient times to 20th century America, with nearly 1,800 detailed illustrations and 12 plates in color. I wish I could have shown you the other book that I got at the same time. It was like the history of fashion for the last 20,000 years or something. I don't know. But it had a ton of little paintings and sketches that I just cut through the whole book. I have a huge pile of black and white and color little illustrations that I cut out of that book. It was amazing. So we've got like some sketches here. But it goes through headwear and clothes and footwear, and it just keeps going, and it's just pages and pages of these sketches kind of like in a grid. And they're all pretty much in black and white. But these would be so fun, like in a medieval journal, like I mentioned I wanted to do before. And then of course, as it goes on, you go through the centuries. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. That is crazy. There's a color plate. I'm trying to see how modern they get. So early 19th century. A lot of these would be really cool in a Victorian junk journal. Do like some kind of like a Victorian shabby chic. And then you're getting into like the colonial period. Frontiersmen. Outfits of the Klondike. That's interesting. The cowboys. And then, here we go. Then you've got like urban fashions of the 19th century. Or by now, this would be considered the 20th century, actually. So very cool. And then they had, and they sometimes do have, these big packs of manila folders. And every time I see them, I grab them up for backing journaling cards and things like that, because those are awesome. And then this time, they had a bunch of these hanging file folders in this deep olive color with the brown inside. And I've seen people turn these into journal covers over and over and over. So eventually here, I will try my hand at using these file folders as journal covers. The last thing, okay, let's see if I can move everything over here. I stopped at my local Sherwin-Williams, and I recommend anybody who has a Sherwin-Williams around or a paint store to go and see if they have expired wallpaper sample books. I have a wallpaper sample book collection. If anybody is interested in seeing some of that, leave a comment and let me know, because I would totally go through and flip through and show you what you can get If you've never picked up a wallpaper sample book, you don't know what to expect, I can show you some of the ones that I have, so you can see what you could expect to find in some of those. But this one, let's see if I can get the camera a little higher, is Utopia. And this brand here, A Street Prints, those are great books to pick up. All right, they have just, let's see if I can get a little bit higher. There you go. They have just these gorgeous prints in here. This is like it's not grass cloth, but it feels almost like grass cloth. It has that texture, beautiful texture in it. Really pretty. All kinds of colorful, whimsical papers here. This beautiful blue and white. This would be perfect for like a nautical or ocean themed junk journal. Lots and lots of different designs and colors here. Sometimes they've got shorter, there you go. Sometimes they've got the shorter pages here mixed with the longer pages. Look at that. This is a piece of like acetate, like plasticky, to protect this, because this right here, let's see if I can get it closer. This is flocked. It's very, very soft flocking on these white leaves. Very abstract. Not every page can be a winner, in my opinion. But they do have some, like most of these have just an awesome texture to them as well. This textured here. And just go really quickly so you can see. Look at this. Just look at this. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if it's gonna come through, but on my monitor, it just looks even better than real life. No, it looks good, but it looks a little bit brighter on my monitor. But yeah, just so much fun paper to work with. And this was absolutely free. I went in and I usually talk to the guy on the at the counter and ask, hey, do you have any expired or out-of-date wallpaper books? Sometimes, you know, there's nothing there. Sometimes you'll go a few times and they just won't have anything. But then when you get these beautiful ones, it's worth all the work. So sometimes they'll go through on their own and cull the wallpaper sample books. It seems like since COVID, there not being a lot of employees, maybe. Oh gosh, look at this one. So pretty. And this is just metallic silver. Gorgeous. So they're not checking their wallpaper books as frequently. So sometimes I'll just ask them, I'll say, hey, would you mind if I look through any of these? And if I see an expired book, you know, bring it up and you can check and see if it's something you guys are going to let go of. So that happens too. All right, I have to go really quick because this video is going to get really long. Oh, I love that one. It's so pretty. That one's nice too. This is like a marbled, like gray and black kind of marble. I'm just trying to see if there's any of like really, oh, like I like that. Look at this gold flecks. I mean, it's awesome because it reminds me of like when you go to Michael's and you get like some of their wallpaper. Some of their scrapbook collections have that like gold flakes to them. You'll find some of that in wallpaper as well, which is pretty cool. Look at that. Those are just really awesome, funky colors. All right, we're almost at the end here. Yeah, I just want you to see that like it is worth it to go and check these places out because you can get some really awesome, like look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You can get some awesome textures and colors and papers. And there we go, that's the last page. Awesome kind of tiling. And you can see it's got like all the crackles in it. Well, I don't know if you can see. There you go. All those crackles, like looks like an old tiled wall. So yeah, that's it guys. That's what I picked up over this past fall. That's not all of it. I do have a lot more, but I've used a lot of it. I've shelved a lot of it. So this is what I could, this was near to hand. So I hope you guys like this video. If you would subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I don't want to harp on anybody about that because, you know, you subscribe to what you like. If you liked it, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with somebody who might be interested in either junk journaling, scrapbooking, because you could totally use this wallpaper for scrapbooking too. You just cut it 12 by 12 and it'd be perfect. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be back next Thursday for another Thrifty Thursday haul. You guys have a great day. Bye.